we go. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Peachy Keen. Gilbert, I know you're connecting in. I can see you down there. Well, I can't see you, but I can tell you're connecting. Looks like you're in, but you're in the dark. Nope, still not quite in yet. So, how goes your offer writing, Sarah?
Well, he didn't like any of the properties that I was able to show him Saturday. So I explained to him because he wants to find something that's about 50,000, but he doesn't want really anything in a downtown area.
Mm-hmm.
And it, of course, my client, I get it's going to be a hard one because he wants to eliminate having to do wells and septics because it's going to cost extra money to fix, of course. But within his price range, because he says he has 100,000 to spend, that's including renovation and the purchase of the property. And I explained to him that if you're only looking at property that's about 50,000 and you don't want something that's on well or septic, you're going to end up being in a downtown area like that because that's where most
Yep.
of them are.
Yeah, otherwise you're rural. And rural
Right.
means well and septic, yeah.
Right. So I'm working with him. I've sent him properties. Good morning. I've sent him some properties from the
Cool beans.
MLS, from rural, because I asked him if he would be willing to look at some of that and expand his search to allow me to expand the search out. So I
Yep.
sent him some yesterday, so I'm hoping something bites.
Cool beans. Morning, Gilbert.
Good morning.
How the heck are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you guys? How are you doing, Sarah? Hi, Gina.
I'm
Hi.
good.
It's early for you.
Well, it's election day, so I figured I was going to go get in line early today.
Very cool. I voted via the mail, but now they sent me something and they're like, you have to send something back in because your signature doesn't match. I'm like, ah. So I got to go get something, and I was trying to do it on my computer and it would not let me, but I haven't till next Friday, I think, to get it in, and we should be home tomorrow, I think. So I should be able to get it done and get it in, in plenty of time that way. But so anyway, so mine's done, but it's not done yet. I was like, oh, I
Well,
thought I was done.
the
Yeah.
weather looks good in Washington State this morning.
Actually, this is Texas.
Oh, no wonder.
It's on the side of the road somewhere in Texas. So
Nice.
we heard that there was a hurricane coming in, and so we took off yesterday. We've just driven straight through. So we're in Texas right now, and we're trying to get there. It says it will get there. We should get there tomorrow morning about 1:30. Well, probably with stops and everything, probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We should be in, but we've been driving straight through. Like I slept about an hour. Well, no, about 3 hours total, I think. 2 hour and a half stretches I've slept so far, and I'm gonna take the next stretch and let my husband sleep a little bit, and then we'll go from there. But
Awesome road trip.
yeah, except for this one's like just drive hard, man. I mean, we've driven literally all day, all night. So, oh, hang on, who is texting me too? This
Good
says they
morning,
probably
Craig.
took it in. Morning,
Hello.
Craig.
How's
Morning.
everyone?
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. Craig, what's let's actually let's start digging in. It's 5 after. Let's hear some good news. Craig, let's start with you. What you got?
I think I got my car fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the issue with the alarm fixed, but now one of my brake lights is out. So but
Mhm.
it's drivable again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's just a bulb.
Well, it's not the bulb. I think it was an aftermarket alarm system on there. So I had to disconnect that alarm. That's what was giving me the problems. So now I gotta trace it down and just take the whole thing out. So once I do that, I think my problems will be solved.
Cool beans. So, well, congratulations. You got your car working.
Yep.
Minus the brake light, but cool beans. All right, let's hear some more good news. What do we got?
I'm working on a commercial deal I'm doing a proposal to build a soccer academy.
Fun.
That is way cool. Congratulations. I know how that one came about. You want to tell them real quick? And I think I got to help get Laura get in. I
Okay,
think she's gonna
so
get, all right.
I reached out, I started about 2 months ago to a developer here in Nashville who's done a lot of really big projects, just wanting him to mentor me. And then as my role as vice president of NARAB, wanted to reach out with him for that as well. So finally landed a meeting after running into him at the restaurant that I wait tables at. And so it happened yesterday, and he's starting some business my way.
I love that. I really do. Congratulations. All right. Who else has got some good news? I have some sunshine in my face, man. Who else has got good news?
I don't have anything spectacular.
Yeah, so you're still nailing down your taxes. That's good news. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's all good.
Oh, that's real good news.
Yeah. So, all right. Gil, you got some good news?
I do. So I've been working at an Albertsons. I worked there for like 3 months at working graveyard shift, stocking shelves. And recently, about 3 weeks ago, I started cashiering. So I'm working up front now, about 40 hours a week, cashiering at one of the busiest grocery stores I've ever been at. So I'm meeting a lot of people and having opportunity to have lots of small talk, which is, you know, and I'm like, it's really cool because there's people that are moving here, just bought a house, just sold a house. Like you're hearing all sorts of different conversation. And I just recently sponsored a kiosk in the store. I'm working on the artwork right now. So there's going to actually be a picture of me and EXP and my advertisement right at the doorway. When they come in, they get the wipe to wipe their cart down or whatever. And I'm sponsoring that kiosk. I'm kind of excited about my promoting myself.
I love it. Congratulations. Very much so. All right. Let me see. Sarah or Laura? Laura, you're in the dark if you know. Either one of you got some good news? Or we're getting Kay in? There you are.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Hi, darling.
So my client that I've been working really heavily with that has to wait to buy her first home because of just debt to income isn't there. She and I have put a plan together for her to pay off some of her debt. So she's ready to buy next year, so 2023.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay. Congratulations. Do you work with, get some time with Bree if Bree's got time, because I know she's really busy, and see if there's maybe some plans or some things that you can hook her up with too.
Yes, I need
housing.
Thank you.
Not me, it's Bree.
Thanks, Bree.
All right, Sarah Kay, what do we got for good news, y'all? Kay, you're muted. By the way, Kay, excellent meeting last night.
Oh, I was so scared. I had no idea. What do you say? Okay.
It was so perfect.
Well, it was good. He liked the house. So now I'm going to see if I can take it and get the money to buy it. And I'm going to get a contractor to go with me to go take a look at it to make sure I didn't miss anything. I've got to set that up today. And I've got somebody, an investor who looks like they're very interested in Branch Road. So I put it back on the market and they're going to look at it on Friday. But she's called me 3 times wanting to say, you know, I don't want you to think we're not interested because we can't get over to see it, but we want to see it on Friday. I said, okay.
Nice. Very nice.
And I got a renter for Corrine. So
Oh my gosh. You hit all three yesterday. Nice
I
job.
know, yesterday was a busy day.
Yep. Congratulations.
Good
Doesn't it
deal.
feel good? Were y'all on the team meeting last night? Or
Yeah,
the Monday night, everybody? Okay. If you weren't, Kay Kay and I were talking and she's like, I don't know if I should get this house. I don't know if it's a good deal or not. I'm like, just talk to Gary. Like, just talk to him. And then Kay was the team meeting last night. And they literally went through the property, bit by bit to go, is this a good property to move forward with? So it was very cool. It was very cool. I only could catch about maybe 50 minutes of it, I think, before we
Yeah.
lost cell, but yeah, it was good. So cool beans.
Hey,
Thank you for pushing me to do that. I would have been hesitant to ask Gary, so that was good.
That's my job, to kick you
Hey,
guys in
real-
the butt, man. Yes?
Real Flow has forms like that help you analyze a deal too.
I'm going to
Okay.
get into Real Flow because I was so frustrated with those other forms. It's like I wasted a lot. I mean, I needed to do it, and I'm going to talk to my Louvre person and say, I just don't understand these forms. They just were nuts.
Mhm.
But I'm
They
going to
just
get
look
into
like a
Real Flow.
flip. They look
Huh?
like a flip, and it sounds like you want to buy and hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are good. Real Flow does have good forms. They are really good. So I thought that too last night. All right, Sarah, what's your good news, darling?
Well, I landed my first client, so I'm working with him as an investor for buying and flipping homes. So this is my very, very first client as a real estate agent.
Yay.
Yay, congratulations. Huge
Thank you.
congratulations. All right, let's dig in. I want to talk about Friday. So who wants to be lovely and share what Friday was about? Craig
Oh,
does. All right, Craig, go.
So we talked about going out, meeting someone, asking them for directions. And when we ask them for directions, walk off, come back with a pen and paper, ask them, can they write them down for you? After they do that, we walk off again, come back and ask them, can we have their phone number to make sure that we got there safely, or that we made it there. So I guess the next question is, did I do it?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I did it. And
yeah. All right. I want to hear it. Tell me.
I got 2 of the 3. I didn't get the number, right? But so I was in the grocery store, and this lady started talking to me. We were in the produce section. So I asked her, because we were just, just small talk about the produce or whatever. So I says, hey, I need to get to Lambda University. Can you give me directions? So she said, sure. You just go down, and she told me, down 25 and where this and that. So I says, hold on, I have an ink pen. Can you write that down for me? So I gave her the ink pen. She wrote it down, and we still were in the same section. We didn't get too far from each other. And then I walked back over to her, and I was like, can I get your number so that I can make sure that I get there fine or safely or whatever? So she was like, you're going a little bit too far.
Well, at least you asked the woman. I forgot about that part when I originally
Yeah.
suggested it.
So that was funny. And so afterwards, though, after, she told me that, I walked back over to her and I gave her a card. And I told her it was an experiment, and I appreciated her, did we, I think she left, but anyway,
If
I
we
said,
lost
I appreciated
pretty
her
good.
participating.
You
So I
didn't tell
gave
her
it a
she'd
call.
been punked?
I
There she
did.
is.
Hang
But
on,
she was
I've
good
got
sport.
sketchy cell. So
Okay.
so okay, so I missed I know you gave her a car, but then what happened?
Yeah, so I told her that it was like an experiment.
Uh-huh.
I said my coach gave us this assignment to do. I said, and we kind of laughed about it. And, you know, I told her who I was and gave her a card and everything. And after that, she was cool.
I love it. Okay, so out of all that, like, what are your thoughts around it? How'd you come out of it? What'd you learn? What'd you get out of it?
I learned people they're more willing to give than you think. To give
Bam.
information. Yeah.
Yep. They really, really are. Who
Yeah.
else did it out of curiosity? I mean, who else? Hang on. Were you surprised by that? I should go there first, actually.
Yeah, I was, because you know, in my mind, I was thinking, you know, when I approach someone, they're gonna you know, be more apprehensive.
Mhm.
But she wasn't, you
Mm.
know. But I already had kind of made, you know, gotten a rapport with her as well, just the small talk around the produce.
Right.
And you didn't
But-
get arrested or anything.
I didn't. So I didn't even get called any nasty names. So
I
worked out.
love it. I
yeah.
love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, did anybody else do it?
I just got the car back Friday evening and I didn't even think about it.
Okay, that's okay. Kay or Bree, I think you guys were on the call too. Did either one of you? Kay, no. Bree?
No,
Let's see.
Bree
Bree's
looks
frozen.
frozen.
Bree's I'm telling you, I want worldwide internet, and we're not there yet.
I
So
think she does it on purpose sometimes.
yeah, I wonder
I'm just
sometimes
teasing.
too.
I'm
So-
just teasing though.
there
Well-
she's back.
Oh, Bree, did you have a chance to do it?
No, but I did kind of like in the same, I had a table of guys that were surrounded, waiting tables, that were surrounded by tables of bachelorettes.
Mm-hmm.
And I approached on behalf of the table. Like, first I delivered, so they wanted to know if they could take a picture with the girls.
Of course they did.
So I went to that table and I just asked them. I was like, and my table was like impressed that I was bold enough to do it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, all they could say is no.
Yep.
And so I delivered them.
Up on a silver platter. Let's finish the story. Okay, and then so you delivered them what? Hang on, Bree, we lost you. So you delivered them what?
A dessert on behalf of the boys.
Nice. You
And
know
then I
how to
was
get
like-
to the girls.
Right. And so I was like, and would you mind taking a picture with them? And the boys were like, I bet you can't get them to sit on our lap.
Oh my gosh, here we go. I tell you, boys, give you an inch, man.
So
Right.
did you get the
And
picture?
they did.
Oh, good.
Got the picture, got the dessert, got the picture, and they sat on their lap.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations. Congrats. Okay, so again, I love this because you learn out of it, you get out of it that you can't ask people for help, and they are willing to help. They really are. Most of the world, when you're like, hey, can you help me, is they just stop everything, and they do it, and it's okay. And Craig, did you die?
Mm.
No, still here. It's all good. You're still here. So I love it. Congratulations, Craig. You will go far in life.
I hope so.
I love it. I
Hey.
absolutely love it.
I wasn't on the call, but because of me being a cashier and having so many conversations every day, now I notice that whenever I'm in line anywhere, it's so much easier now to strike up conversation. So just going to lunch 2 days ago, I just start talking. Pretty soon I'm talking to the guy in front of me, the guy behind me. We're all in conversation. And then I had the opportunity at one point to ask him, because he has his own business, do you do marketing? And I go, have you ever thought of co-branding? And so at least I had a conversation about, because I'm going to be doing some marketing and maybe there's a possibility of doing some co-brand. But small conversation, it just starts out something trite, something easy. You know, it's so easy to have conversation with people.
Yep. Yes, it is.
And on a serious note, my meeting with the developer, the first thing out of his mouth was, I want to help you with your business.
Good.
See? It's so amazing. It really, really is.
Cold call. Like, it was literally me reading an article about him in the newspaper and then hunting him down.
Wow. I love that. I
Like, I had
absolutely
no
love it.
previous relationship with him whatsoever.
Yep.
Mm.
You
And
know,
what does
my-
this guy do, Bree? What does he do?
So he has overseen the development of buildings of half of
Wow.
Nashville. And he is going to be the lead developer for the new Titan Stadium.
Awesome.
Very awesome. Exactly. I love that. I absolutely love it. You know, my husband does
Like
this all.
overseeing
Go
all
ahead.
the architects, all the, contractors for the Titan Stadium.
Wow. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very cool.
my first project with him is one of the Major League Soccer players wants to build a soccer academy.
Right
Phenomenal.
on.
That's the commercial deal. Yep. And literally used because you cold called some guy that you read a newspaper article on, tracked him down.
Yep.
See, I love that. My husband does this all the time. He asks celebrities if he can get their autograph, and he does it all the time. And he finds them, goes to their house, talks to them, he sets his stuff up on the phone, meets them at Starbucks, does that kind of thing all the time. So we got to 2 days. I haven't slept, so I'm kind of sketchy on time. I think it was 2 days ago. We got to sit down with some guy that was in Full Metal Jacket. We ended up having like this lovely time. We were there for hours with him. I'm gonna ask him if some working on a book, if he'll endorse it. Had this great bond, and it's just literally some guy that Greg just, he just called up, and he does it all the time. And I'm shocked at how much people want to help him. Like, they're like, sure, absolutely. Here you go. And so I think we were talking, and on this trip, I think he got something like 90 autographs in a couple of days just by asking celebrities. 90. And I'm gonna tell you, I mean, that's one of his, there you go, that's one of his secrets. And these people normally, when they do their autographs and sell them, it's anywhere from, I don't know, $30 to $300. It runs the gamut, but he just asks. Does it all the time. It's wild.
stalks
Absolutely
them.
wild. Pardon me?
And he stalks them.
Yeah, he does find out where they live, just like Bree did, or found out where they are. You hunt them down. Yeah. So it's no different than real estate, though. It's literally no different than real estate. We hunt them down. We hunt them down the house. We ask them, and then we put the deal together and make it happen. So I am
I
so glad.
started with LinkedIn. I started with LinkedIn, and then I looked up his email.
Ugh. All right. So we started with LinkedIn. All right. Until she gets back, I do that also when I'm tracking down agents. If I'm trying to track somebody down, I'll go with LinkedIn first and I'll start digging around in there. I can almost always find a place where they work and start digging in that direction also. And I can usually find, so I can go from there and I can find a company website. I can go in that way, and then I can go in Facebook and I can see what their personal life is like. And that usually gives me enough to have a conversation with them, with anybody. And then
Okay, I have a question about Facebook.
Yep.
How do you go in and find someone on Facebook? I mean, I get all this stuff and all these people you want to meet and, all that kind of stuff, but how do you go find someone on Facebook? I don't know how to do that. And if everybody else does, don't waste time on me, but.
No, it's all good. You guys, when you're searching somebody out of Facebook, what do you do?
You can go up to
type
the
their
top
name.
and search. And put
Yep.
their name in and put maybe the city that they might live in or a school that they went to or anything you know about them.
Yep. Or if like a title, if they're a realtor, you can put realtor in. You know, stuff like that. If you know they're a builder.
I
Okay,
think you can actually do a Google search, Gina Hansen Facebook also. I think you can go in the back door that direction too. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it. And
So if you go into Google and you put their name and their city, you can look up like if they have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or Twitter.
there's other ways to do it too. There's sites you pay for and all that, but those are the free easy ones.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
it's not easy if the guy's name is John Johnson. But if it's,
Right.
you know what I mean? But if it's not, you've got a fairly good shot at tracking down who that person is.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And then if you've got a company and you're trying to find somebody in a company, a lot of times companies will actually do a sort of directory thing, especially anything that has to do with government or public agencies will put out the whole entire, like the chain of command and everything. Like you can find everything. Like I tracked down, something happened to somebody, I don't remember who it was. And I tracked down the president of the company and I'm like, and their phone number and everything and their email address. And I'm like, here you go. And they're like, how'd you do that? LinkedIn, I found the company thing and just found it. And they called and they got their problem taken care of. So, I mean, it's a big world out there. There's a lot of information you can find out on people. So cool beans. All
Yeah,
right.
hey, Kate, yeah, so it's basically a magnifying glass in the top corner.
Okay,
And I clicked on the magnifying glass, put your name in, and you're friends with Gary Wilson, so I'll send you a friend request.
okay, great.
There you go. All right. Do you guys have anything else before we switch seats? I let my poor husband sleep and we go driving and I'm for goodness gracious sakes, find me some coffee.
No, I gotta go vote, so
Oh.
that's
All
fine.
right.
I just
Yeah.
I mentioned it inside our group, but back in February, Gary Wilson had us go on to HUDhomestore.com
Yes.
and register as agents.
Yep.
And 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call from a guy who was looking at a HUD home and my name came up as the agent. Him and his girlfriend are first-time home buyers. They're working now with a lender that I plugged them into. Hey, it might be a year, might be 2 years, it might be 6 months, but I got a call because I registered as an agent on the HUD site.
Very
Congratulations.
good.
Yeah, I
Nice.
got on there and realized I didn't get my broker's NAID number,
Yeah,
and I've got to get that, and then I'm gonna do it. I was on there yesterday too.
I went in
Perfect.
my stateroom and in my stateroom, in one of the
Yeah.
rooms, a self-help room, there's a document I clicked on and it had all that information. And so I was able to plug that in.
Sometimes on Workplace, the banner will have it also. So try there also. So it's really easy to get. It's very easy to get. So, all right, y'all.
Okay,
I'm going to drive and hopefully by tomorrow morning I will be, yep, in my own house doing this. And hopefully we'll have, well, the hurricane should hit the following day. So we should have electricity. Anyway, all right.
drive
Have-
safe.
Thank you. Have a fabulous rest of your day. Go ask somebody a question. There you go. Go ask somebody for help. That will be a good one. All right.
Okay,
Bye, y'all.
bye.
Bye.